Welcome to This Week in Golf at Blue Rock Golf Course. I'm Matt Pitta with our co-host Nick Weisman. And Nick, again, good afternoon as we put this together. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Matt. How are you?
Good, very well. Good. As we roll through, I hate to even say it, I don't like talking about the end of August, but as we roll towards the end of August, putting this show together, coming up is Labor Day weekend. Mm-hmm. I'm a summer guy the whole time, but it is what it is. But you know what? That means great golf ahead. Fall golf is amazing. We're going to talk about that. So let's get right into the program this week and update folks. It's important because we're getting super close on the par 3 championship in terms of filling up. So let folks know about that, what it's about, and you know, if we have a couple last minute spots you might still be able to get in on.
Yeah, we're getting very, very, very close to max capacity here. And for those of you who don't know, the par 3 tournament is our big tournament of the year. It's happening in the very, very middle of October. And it's a weekend event. It's a weekend event where we do things very official. We go by USGA handicap. So it's our challenge. It's our biggest competitive tournament of the week, of the year rather. So come on out if you haven't signed up for it already. I believe there's only a couple of spots left over. So it's the first thing you actually see on the website. If you jump on the website, www.bluerockgolf.com, it's the first thing that you see right on the picture. So if you haven't signed up and you want to, now's the time.
And follow our social media, Nick. For those of you that have signed up, if you're off Cape, or even if you're on Cape, you want to make kind of a staycation at it, we're going to be putting together a package with our partners at Red Jacket Resorts, not only just Blue Rock across the street here from Blue Rock Golf Course, but there are other resorts as well. So be looking for that on social media. There'll be a rate package for overnights.
Outstanding.
So nice, even if you live down here, that'd be a nice little staycation. You know?
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Yeah,
Jump into the pool after the round of golf.
Yeah, or up in the city, maybe up in Boston, right? You avoid the 2-hour long drive, depending on the traffic and all that stuff. Yeah, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah. So follow our social media for that. We'll keep you updated as well. Let's jump into what's going on in the pros. A couple weeks ago, we talked about hard luck Tommy Fleetwood. Well, this past weekend, if you keep kicking down the door long enough, someday you will get to push it open fully. And Tommy Fleetwood, who was, it's harsh to say this, but he was 0 for career in PGA Tour events, including 2 recent Sunday heartbreak losses in the past couple of months, finally came home with victory on Sunday at the Tour Championship. So how does that feel for someone like him?
I'm sure he feels very relieved. I'm sure he feels like we talked about, that monkey off the back. And the ironic part about it, though, the couple times he did win, we didn't want him to win, right? As Ryder Cup USA fans, we didn't want him to win those matches.
Exactly. But
hey, he pulled through, and you know, congrats to him. I'm sure it was a huge relief, and hopefully it's the start of many because he's got the game for it.
There was a lot of drama. So he was on the 15th tee, 200 yards long of water in front of him and Patrick Cantlay, 3 strokes behind. He faced what was probably the most consequential hole in his professional life so far, dunked it in the water, right, initially. Another water ball could have broken him, but he was able to hold the ball in the next shot on the sloping green and was able to pull it out. So imagine if that had happened and he'd broken that had broken down.
Imagine what he was thinking about when that ball went in the water, right?
Thinking,
oh no,
I'm
here
cursed.
we go again.
Right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And for him to kind of stay resilient and, you know, ask any high school coach, ask any college coach, what do they look for? You're going to make a double bogey. Every once in a while, you're probably going to make a triple bogey. What do you make on the next hole? And the fact that he pulled it off after something like that, awesome.
That's the motto of my golfing. Triple bogey golf is the way.
And bogey the next hole, or
no,
birdie the next hole?
It's all triple bogey.
Oh, okay.
Every single hole. Ryder Cup. We've been talking about this the past couple of episodes of This Week in Golf at Blue Rock. Keegan Bradley left Eastlake on Sunday with a lot of things. Clarity not among them. He finished tied for 7th at the Tour Championship, along with some finishes from several other potential U.S. Ryder Cup captains' picks. So that means he still has a lot of decisions to be made, and at some point he's got to pull the trigger, right?
You think he's having fun at it, keeping the secret and keeping everything close to the chest? I think I would.
I think some of the players are sweating it.
Oh, God, yeah. Absolutely.
Right?
And who knows, maybe that brings out some of the competition and some of the best, because you want them, you know, going into this event on a high, not just, you know, limping in either. So who knows, maybe it's part of his strategy, and maybe he just truly doesn't know.
In a situation like this, is there politics behind the scene? And what I mean by that is, are golfers calling him and saying, I'm your guy? Or is that not really the way, does that not happen? What do you think?
If it's not the golfer that might be calling him, maybe the caddy's calling him, maybe the mother is calling him, right?
Yeah.
I know my mom would certainly
She'd be on the phone.
Oh, absolutely. Or maybe it's just let's trust the process and let's trust the system. But you know there's an interconnected web in there, that chain. Most of these guys know each other, so they're talking to each other. And how do I get in? What do you want to see out of me? Certain things like that. I don't know. That's an inner circle thing, that's for sure.
All right. A couple other golf headlines this week, Nick. Canadian star Brooke Henderson won her second CPKC Women's Open title on Sunday, beating playing partner Minjee Lee by a stroke for her first victory in more than 2.5 years. Congratulations to her.
Yeah, she's good. She's a good player.
Very good. Becky Morgan of Wales ran away with the U.S. Senior Women's Open on Sunday with a 3 under 70 for a 6-stroke victory over Julie Inkster. Julie Inkster, obviously very well known. And Stuart Sink, I was always a fan of him. Stuart Sink successfully defended his title in the Ally Challenge for his second PGA Tour Championship victory of the year, beating Ernie Els with a par on the first hole of the playoffs. So
two consistent golfers, right? I mean, no matter how long their careers are going, they're good players. They keep it consistent. There's not a whole lot of highs and lows. Ernie obviously is well known for his smooth tempo and rhythm and all that stuff. And Sink has been. Remember years ago where he was really in contention. British Open, and he wasn't 20 at that age, right? Yeah.
So nice transition here for our final topic, because what I love about golf, Nick, is that you can be a young golfer, be in the middle-aged, young, and also be a great golfer as you're in your later years. Golf is a game that allows you to compete through your entire life, right? I mean, there aren't many sports that you can do that, right? Football players are not competing when they're 65 years old, right?
No, God, I hope not.
Right? So I love that about golf. So, we were just talking about the men and women seniors opens. Want to go back to some juniors. 25 players were named to the preseason Fred Haskins Award. This is an award that presents what are considered the big up-and-comers. The world's top-ranked amateur, Auburn's Jackson Corrivan, is on the list, as well as other reigning NCAA champion Oklahoma State Longhorns seniors Christian Moss and Tommy Morrison. And so I love to see these real young golfers really tearing it up.
Yeah.
We're probably going to see these names on the tour in just a couple of years. So it brings us around to what we have here. We have such an amazing and full and vibrant junior program that maybe one of our juniors will be there someday. But where are we this week with junior programs, lessons, clinics, etc.?
That'd be fun. And we do have, the Academy is very, very proud to have a number of high school, collegiate, D1, D2, D3 players. And that's what this place is all about. So coaches, we're talking to high school coaches in particular of the area. If you are looking for a place to practice, if you're looking for a place to perhaps do an hour-long clinic, a 2-hour-long clinic, and we can talk about etiquette and rules, of course, we can work on the players' games. By all means, come and bring in the teams. We've done this before. We've done this with different high schoolers. So we're happy to have everybody. We've got the clinics. We got the hour-long clinics and the half-day programs as well. But now that we're wrapping up into the season, I mean, we've got tryouts are just either underway or they just finished up. The teams are starting to form, the JV teams, the varsity teams. So come on over. This place is absolutely perfect for not only play, but for participation. We can have the entire team lined up on the range. We can look at it on video. We can have it. We can start setting goals for the entire season long. So come on in. If coaches reach out to me directly, either through my website, you'll see through the website, you'll see my email directly on there or my phone number. Happy to make arrangements. We've done with teams before, and we'd love to have all of you.
Yeah, so it's BlueRockGolfCourse.com. Everything you need to know about all of our junior programs, etc. So you know what I love about junior golf? I think we have a big advantage here on the Cape for our high school players, because when they're competing against other players around New England, we really have the advantage of usually being able to golf almost all year, and much different than if you're golfing up in the Merrimack Valley or Western Mass, where you get to a point in the season and you're not golfing. So I think it's great for our golfers. It really gives them a nice advantage, so they should take advantage of the Blue Rock Golf Academy.
Oh, absolutely. And not only, to your point, I know that you want summer all year round,
yes,
right? But spring and fall comes different challenges, right? In the spring, if you're not keeping the ball low, if you're not learning how to control the flight and controlling how to control your irons and approach shots, which the wind kind of forces you to do, right? If you hit the ball thin, you're going to feel it 3 holes later in your fingers. So there's a lot of advantages that other people don't have. You're playing golf in Florida all year long. you might not be as good in the wind. You might not be as good to learn how to play some of these stinger shots or low shots or bumps and runs and things like that. So absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Yeah. Nick Weisman, thank you as always.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
This Weekend Golf at Blue Rock Golf Course. I'm Matt Pitta. BlueRockGolfCourse.com for all the info on all of our junior clinics and the par 3. We will see you on the next episode of This Week in Golf at Blue Rock Golf Course.